Excuse the garage, guys, but I'm very excited. Gotta wait on the stand to come. They had to bring this baby on freight, but I'm gonna crack her open, get a look at her, and we'll go from there.
The barrel on the track.
Okay guys, let's get started. So the one thing to understand about this video is you'll see it jump in some places. I had many interruptions. It's Easter weekend. I have family coming by. My fish room's in the middle of the house, so sometimes you have to pass it to get to other places in the house. So you know, I have people walking back and forth, so I could have just filmed this video when it was done, but I wanted you guys to go through the process with me. This 135 gallon acrylic tank is going to be replacing the 125 gallon glass tank, the 125 there to your left. And you know, it's just that time. I'm tired of lifting heavy tanks. I sat this one in place by myself. It's over 300 pounds. This new 135 gallon acrylic tank only weighs about 95 pounds. So for me, acrylic is the way to go over 100 gallons. Right now I'm using some water-based acrylic paint to lay down one layer to get started. We're going to let that dry for about an hour and a half, and then I'll be back to make it even darker. This is just the flat black paint. It's not satin or gloss. I just want it to be black like a chalkboard. That's it. So we'll finish this up. We'll let it dry for about an hour, and we'll be back. I'll be having my kids help me take this 125 down now that they're older. But yeah, it's just that time. It's that time. I'm tired of lifting heavy tanks, guys. I know some of you, you know, glass is more affordable, and you do have to shop around for acrylic tanks because they can be quite expensive. But yeah, that's just what I'm doing. So let's get this layer on, and I'll be back with more. If this is your first time here on Frontosa for Life, I want to thank you for watching. And you know, check out some of my past videos. I've helped a lot of people with a lot of different concepts, especially when it comes to Frontosa. So I appreciate everyone who's subscribing here. We'll speed this up. Okay guys, here we are. Nighttime like I promised. As you can see, the tank has cleared up. It looks a lot better. Yes, so a lot has changed in the fish room. These guys are from the lineage of the wild caught Frontosa. They're all I got left. I've sold the rest. There's 4 of them in there, including the one my son calls Champ, who has survived. He's been to hell and back, and he's still here. So yeah, we're proud of him. You can see the difference in the acrylic tank. Everything is clear. You actually get to see your fish's true colors. I'm going to leave some links in the description below where you can start researching this stuff if you want to. Some of this stuff, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, can be very expensive. But if you search hard like I have, find some of this stuff used, you'll be in good shape. The stand is a R&J Enterprises flat top. You have to have a flat top stand for acrylic tank to hold all the weight. It's a lot different from the Marineland, unless you get the Marineland, name's slipping my mind right now. Starts with Monterey. The Marineland Monterey stand is the only stand Marineland makes that has a flat top. But yeah, I'm going to leave some links in the descriptions below where you guys can start clicking on and researching some of this stuff yourself. So don't forget about that at the end of the video. On this, oh, by the way, this is 6 feet long, 18 inches wide, 135 gallons. It's a little bigger than the 125 glass tank, but it's a lot lighter. Down here I'm running the Fluval FX5 canister, and I think it's doing a pretty good job. Let me move over here, turn some lights on. So we'll go here, 75 gallon, and ironically, none of these tanks were in the previous videos except for the 40 breeder. This is a completely different 75 gallon I started up. You'll see the guy there my son calls Big Blue. Yeah, he's the tank boss. OB Peacock, Turkis, Strawberry Peacock, and then got a yellow top Lwanda. He doesn't get along with the Turkis, so he's in jail till I can get him out of here, because my son loves the Turkis more, so we're keeping Turkis. He calls him Turk. Right now he doesn't have as much blue in him. He does get a lot bluer than that, but the other fish are showing their dominance, so he colors down. He's lowest on the totem pole. Under this tank I'm running the Fluval FX6. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, FX6 under there. And as you can see, it's keeping the tank pristine. So again, there'll be some links where you can check some of that stuff out, start pricing some of that if you don't have it. Any questions, get down in the comment box below. You know, I always answer you guys questions. Some of you comment on videos. Some of my videos have over 100,000 views from a few years ago, and I still answer your questions. So don't hesitate, don't be shy. Got some filter floss in the way. You see I got my North End food there. That's all I really feed these fish from Super Cichlids. Don't forget to check out Lisa and Martin over there. They've treated my fish well over the years. So this is the 40 gallon breeder grow out tank. In here I have Buccochromis, Nototaenia. They're growing up pretty nicely, and I have 2 eye biters in here. They're very expensive fish to buy big, so I figured I'd get them while they're small and see what they turn into. And here I'm just running the AC 110 and the Marineland Bio Wheel 150. I did a video on the AC 110. You should check that out, a review video. I'll throw that in the link below as well, just in case you've never seen that video. Yeah, these guys are growing up. I mean, my goal is to get them over to the 135, maybe throw them in with the Frontosa since there's only 4 fish in here. But we'll see what happens. They're loving all that space right now. So I gave you guys a little hint coming up here, and a lot has changed in here. This is the direction I'm headed. You know, the wild caught fish have done me well. They had a lot of fry, and they've moved on. But This is I'm just going to pan back, as you can see. So that's what I'm doing here, guys. There'll be more videos to come. I want to talk a lot more about some of this stuff that's going on in the fish room with the fish and some of my future plans. I appreciate the support. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. The 125 glass monster is gone, never coming back. Acrylic is better for me. It's a lot lighter, easier on your body if you got to lift it, if you plan on moving at all. It's just better. But if you don't shop around, it can be very expensive. So I encourage you guys to get on the Facebook marketplace, look around, find somebody who's selling one used. You'll make out a lot better that way. And do your research on acrylic tanks. You must have full support under them if you want your tank to last. I appreciate you guys' time. Let's talk about it down below. Do you own an acrylic tank or do you have all glass tanks? Let's talk about it in the comment section. I appreciate you guys' time. Frontosa for life, signing out.